Hey everybody, it's me, Ian. So, today, I saw the movie Unfriended. Now, I was excited for this movie for two reasons. One, I'm like always on Skype, Me and my friends, either my real, friends that I've known, since my whole life, or, friends that I've met online, I'm always Skyping with people. Sometimes it leads to bad problems, but, I Skype with people. Another reason, I'm always looking for a good horror film to find. I'm not a big horror film enthusiast. I haven't seen, the classic horror films and whatnot. And it's not that I get nightmares or anything, but I just don't like seeing horror films for some reason. I always get like a headache. I got a headache right now. The film was a little too loud. The jump scares were sporadic. Yeah, so let me just give my thoughts on the movie. First off, the plot. Man. See, I was excited for this movie, and but the movie itself, let's just say the plot, it's really, really predictable. You got these people, you got this person who went to this party, did some crazy stuff, someone recorded it, and they posted the video online, and people were telling this person that was in the video to kill herself. So she did. And someone recorded that as well, and that got uploaded on YouTube. So then, these people, this group of friends, are on a Skype call, and then this person just shows up out of nowhere. And they can't remove them from the call, and. So everyone's wondering, who's doing this? The main character, Blair, thinks it's her boyfriend, Mitch, who's doing all the things. And, well, after a while, a whole bunch of weird stuff happens. I won't get into any spoiler stuff. But let's just say a lot of stuff happens. And basically, people get killed. Won't say who, but people get killed. And basically the reason why this demon is possessing, it's not a demon, it's just a spirit, the spirit is possessing, is this Skype account that this person is using as the person who committed suicide, Laura. And she sorry if you see any of my videos, these videos are all unscripted, so I don't have any sort of thing, so sorry for the if you're new to this channel. I stutter a lot, so let's go back on track. My thoughts on she's basically wondering who posted the video, and she has creative ways of thinking. And, she plays You Don't Never Have I Ever for a couple of tries. And, yeah. People get down one by one till it's only one left. And, yeah. So, the plot was predictable. Like I said, I wasn't expecting anything grand. But I kinda was predicting stuff to happen. And it happened. That's not very good. If you can watch the first 5 minutes of the film and then know the ending, you can predict the ending and who's gonna die and who's not gonna die, that's a bad film. That's a bad story. You're too predictable. Change it up. Instead of having the ending that you did have, you could have changed it up with another ending. Just saying. Alright. What's the pros? The pros. The deaths were creative. They kind of introduced the method of death earlier on. but it worked out. You know, it worked out in some sort of way. Like, they'll show like this character who has like a knife in their room, and then later on in the film it shows themselves stabbing themselves with the knife. You know what I'm saying? And then another example, someone has a gun in the room. Guess how they die? So yeah, well, I like that idea. Another thing, the concept. I don't think this has been done before, but it's sort of like an anti-cyberbullying movie, you know. They show, like, you know, don't cyberbully, or bad things will happen. In this case, people were telling this person to kill herself. She did. Now her spirit is possessing them all, apparently. And, you know, the concept of it, like, being in a Skype call, and literally the whole movie, almost the whole movie, is all on a web. It's all on a computer screen. Like, for example, it's like a very long YouTube video. It's a very long YouTube video. It's a 2-hour YouTube video. And it's basically someone using Bandicam or using OBS to record a screen software. You get what I'm saying? It's a really good concept. But the bad. There's a lot of bad. Like I said, predictable story. Characters die in a predictable way. Another thing, the characters, like, the acting is okay at best, but sometimes it can be a little canny. It can be a little corny, you know. The jump scares were also predictable. Like, you can, like, in the theater, you can, like, hear, you know, the and then, cause like I look over to my mom and my little sister, who's there, just like she doesn't want to see the film, and we paid like $12 for a ticket, like. But so like I'm looking over at my mom and I'm just like, jump scare and jump scare, yeah. Maybe I'm used to jump scares because of Five Nights at Freddy's and a bunch of other horror games that I've played. Maybe I'm just not affected. Or maybe it was because the jump scares were predictable. Like I said, this movie is just too predictable. Maybe it's because I've, you know, I know a thing or two. Maybe my enhanced skills made it so that I was able to predict the film's plot and how it would go. Maybe I read a lot of theories and comments on stuff. I don't know. But for me, this film was predictable. That's the thing that really hurts this film. It's predictable. And you know, sometimes having a predictable story isn't all that bad. But in this case, when it's a horror film and there's supposed to be stuff that you're not supposed to predict, but you can predict them, that's when it starts hurting the movie. Get what I'm saying? So, in conclusion, this film is a highly predictable, not that scary movie, but it's enjoyable. I like it. It's a good movie. It's one of those so bad it's good movies. But this thing barely goes into that category, because it's just bad in ways that don't make it bad. It's bad in things that makes it enjoyable. With it being predictable, I was able to predict, and I can be like, oh yes, got it, and be like, oh, wait, he did that? Or wait, I thought it was gonna be her who did that. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So that was my thoughts on this movie. I don't know what I'm watching next. I don't know. There's a lot of horror films coming out. There's this one, like, I haven't seen any of the Insidious movies. I only saw the first Sinister. I'm not sure if there's a second Sinister. I'm not a big horror film enthusiast, but if you guys have a good horror film for me to give a watch, if it's on Netflix or something, but I'll give a good horror film a watch if you guys want to see me give my thoughts on any movie, I'm always open to movies. Movies are cool. I like reviewing movies. Even though this wasn't really a review. It was just my thoughts on. I used to do reviews on movies, even though they weren't reviews, because they were still unscripted. So now, unscripted reviews is just going to be my thoughts on. So there you have it. My thoughts on Unfriended. So, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you all next time. See you all then.